In this series, we analyse teams, identify problem areas, and suggest solutions in the form of incoming players. We don't follow gossip, rumours or conjecture, we are concerned only with the players' on-field performance and their suitability for the role in question. Today's team is Paris Saint-Germain. Welcome to Sensible Transfers. It's all changed at PSG. Mauricio Pochettino has left the club and been replaced by Nice head coach Christophe Gaultier, who took Lille to the Liga title in 2021. Sporting director Leonardo has also gone, and he's been replaced by Luis Campos, who's taken on the role of football advisor. Campos was one of the architects of that Lille side, but he's perhaps best known as the recruiting mind behind the great Monaco team of 2017, which won the French League but also used that season's Champions League to introduce to the world a cast of thrilling players. In addition to this, club president Nasser El Khalifi has announced a change of direction. "We don't want flashy bling-bling anymore," he told Le Parisien back in June. "It's the end of the glitter." He also implied that a variety of players are likely to leave the club, in addition to Angel Di Maria and Alfonso Areola, who've already left. So this edition of Sensible Transfers is slightly different. We're looking to showcase PSG's image change and add to it where we can. Historically, Christophe Gaultier has preferred a 4-4-2, but has also suggested a willingness to play with three at the back. He confirmed as much in an interview shortly after taking the job, in which he referenced the power his side possesses at the top of the pitch, but stressed the need for greater strength at the base of the defence. Yes, he said three centre-backs are a possibility. Now, in either scenario, that mandates a midfield four and sees lots of players competing for the two central positions. Idrissa Gueye and Danilo might leave, and so too could Rafinha. But that still leaves Leandro Paredes, Ander Herrera, Jorginho Wijnaldum and Marco Verratti capable of playing in central midfield. And now Vitinha as well, who was the first major arrival of the summer, signing for €41.5 million from Porto, and who will also contend for one of those positions. Vitinha is one of the premium young number 8s in world football. Stylistically, he compares with someone like Marco Verratti, albeit with a far greater willingness to shoot. He's elegant and skillful, a progressive passer and carrier who seems very much to fit the mould of what this new PSG would like to become. The club may want a younger, hungrier type of player, but aside of their status and a fan base who've got used to stars, are unlikely to be satiated by unknown players who generate little excitement. Vitinha is in the sweet spot then. Exciting, highly coveted by other clubs, but still developing in a way that makes him a thrilling prospect. Well, that's our guide as we move on. Whatever the formation Gaultier chooses, he'll have to accommodate Kylian Mbappe and Lionel Messi. And while there have been suggestions that he might leave, Neymar remains at the club too, and he will also presumably be a starter. Di Maria has departed, and that's not insignificant. He played over 2,000 minutes in all competitions last season and provided a key source of depth behind those first choice three. So that's what we're replacing. And as in midfield, it's a good opportunity to pursue a different profile of player. So, we're looking for someone who can cover multiple positions, and Crystal Palace's Michael Olise would be an interesting option. He's still growing and developing, but he enjoyed a good start in his first Premier League season, and given the age profile that Luis Campos has targeted before, would very much fit this recruiting approach. He's very progressive as a carrier, and a passer too, and would also replace the left foot that PSG are losing in Di Maria. He would be convenient profile-wise as a young player who can enjoy plenty of minutes behind that first choice three without making the situation politically difficult. And one concern is that he hasn't yet shown that he can cover the range of attacking positions we need. The majority of his minutes for Palace last season came from the right, or in central attacking midfield positions, whereas we need someone with a proven record down the left too. In addition to which, it would probably be better to find someone capable of compensating for the lack of defensive contribution given elsewhere in the front three, and that isn't one of Olise's strengths. So we're moving on then to Chelsea's Callum Hudson-Odoi. Now, his situation at Stamford Bridge is unclear. With injury difficulties last season and players in similar positions due to leave this summer, it's not certain where in the pecking order he'll find himself next season. Nevertheless, PSG would no doubt be an attractive option and a good place to resume a career which has lost its momentum. Unlike Olise, Hudson-Odoi does have proven worth on both sides of the pitch. He's a highly creative player, as much of a playmaker as he is a dynamic ball carrier. And he has tremendous pace, significant Champions League experience, and conveniently would suit the change in recruiting focus while still being an attractive name to the club's fans. His defensive contribution isn't outstanding, but he would still offer an improvement to PSG and has also played as a wing-back in the past. For him, there would be a well-defined role too. Di Maria is gone, Julian Draxler is seemingly obsolete, and Mauro Icardi's future is unclear. Arnaud Calimundo may yet also leave the club, and despite a good season on loan with Sporting, it's not certain whether now 30-year-old Pablo Sarabia will be spending 2022-23. The pitch to Hudson-Odoi would be for him to become the first alternative in all attacking positions, and over the course of a Liga and Champions League season, that would potentially be a huge amount of game time on a very big stage. Far greater than he's currently benefiting from at Chelsea, certainly. If you'd like to see sensible transfers for your team, then you are in luck, because we've written sensible transfers articles for every team in the Premier League and published them on The Athletic. To read them, you can get a 30-day free trial for The Athletic by clicking the link in the description. Thanks for watching today's video.